We come to you from the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Jay, I'm just trying to match your style.
I now know why guys wear shades when they come to the Staples Center. They have a bright future. While I'm taking mine off, I'm ready to see a star on the court tonight.
The credit card bill is coming your way. So is the start of this one. Danny Green, Clippers have it. Rises for the slam.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
It's James controlling the offense. To Danny Green. Here comes the screen. Going to launch beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
If LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A., that means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Leonard, message received, well defended. To Kyle Kuzma, beyond the arc for 3. No issues for Kuzma. Hand in his face, he drills it.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
To Paul George. Strong finish for Paul George.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's James controlling the offense. To Danny Green. Knocked loose. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. Beverly into the front court. Leads 3. LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
To Danny Green. Davis to Cousins. And too much contact.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Substitution being made in this one. James. Not that time. To Leonard. Beverly to George. Paul George, 2 for 3 now here in the first. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively, he makes those clutch shots. It re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Cruises inside for 2.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Count it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Kyle Kuzma, he made his first effort, but not that time. Leonard to Paul George. Paul George, 3 for 4. Good start.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Lakers ball. James to Davis. Paul George with the block. And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Slam dunk.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
James into the front court. They find themselves down 10. Fires the 3. He engulfed him that time.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Screen coming. The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
And stuffs it home. Deep 3 at the buzzer. First quarter in the books. The Clippers have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Paul George, 4 out of 7.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas, or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
And scores.
This game is so mental. Trust me, some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Paul George. JaVale McGee rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Montrezl Harrell sends it away to Leonard.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Leonard, tough shot. He hits.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Cook to bring it into the front court, trailing by 10. McGee powers it through.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Williams can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Almost unlucky bounce. Leonard to George. Lets it fly from long range. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Entering the game for the
LeBron James. Tough matchup against George. Oh, a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
To number 2, Kawhi Leonard. That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
The pass taken away by the Clippers.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
It's James. Buries it on the catch and shoot. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Can't connect from inside. To Paul George. For three, Paul George locked in. Hits the tough three.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
LBJ with it.
In the second quarter.
To Davis. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. To Danny Green. Has a chance. Green with a shot that won't go down.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
LeBron with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
To Leonard. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
LBJ has it. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Leonard. He drills the three.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Across the timeline comes James. Down by 15. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw's good. A three-point play, and the lead back down to 12. To Beverly. Hat-trick Beverly. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Oh, they call him for the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Deep three at the buzzer. Hits it. And the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
But did you see on that 3-point shot, did you see him slightly kick his legs out? By kicking his legs out, the defender runs into the legs. There's contact. That's how you get a 4-point play potentially.
A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Leonard. Down low, George. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
LeBron into the front court. His guys down big. Almost, and he's not getting the call. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Knocks down the first. second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Nice finish at the rim. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Los Angeles has the basketball. James, and it's Zubac with the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Cleans it up to Davis. Fires the three, and the Clippers have the rebound. To Beverly. Great dish to set it up. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
From long range, buries the trifecta.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Lays it up and in.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Here's a chance from long range. Danny Green is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 81% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. And he hits the second. Perfect from the line. Hits all 3 of them. To George. Strong finish for Paul George.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Here comes the screen. James off the mark.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Big pick right there.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Here comes the screen. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. To Danny Green. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. Beverly. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Strong finish that time for Danny Green. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ballgame.
It was contested, but Paul George still dials in for 3.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Knocks down the second free throw. And he hits all 3 free throws.
Into the game for the Lakers. Number 2.
Leonard. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Los Angeles, they have it. Caldwell Pope matched up with Paul George. Leonard to Williams. Lou Williams. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First one, count it. And he makes them both.
Let's go, boy. Catch me out.
George. They'll get it down to Leonard. Off the assist.
Oh, good shot, boy.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Caldwell Pope.
Shot up.
Short jumper off the mark.
My ball, my ball, my ball.
To Williams. George. Yes.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Footer at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they have really not shown up tonight. This has been a very disappointing performance.
I mean, they've been outplayed in every facet of the game. Shooting, rebounding, even taking care of the ball. Even the managers of the opposing team are running out there faster to clean up the floor than their managers are.
LeBron into the front court. Down a bundle. 4-3. Another chance. Cousins to Kyle Kuzma. Slams it down. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on a defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. He gets it.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
JaVale McGee to Danny Green. Going to launch beyond the arc. And the rebound taken down by the Clippers. To Leonard. Shot from in close, no good. James into the front court. He'll run the offense. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
This offer is only valid during today's game, so take advantage of this great opportunity.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Lakers at the controls right now. To Cousins. Probing the defense. Caldwell Pope against George. Beyond the arc for three. Look out. Anthony Davis with the slam.
Brow down, Ed, when you come into my town.
Wow, you rhyming right there?
Obviously.
Throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to go.
And a putback slam.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Lakers ball. Anthony Davis against Paul George. Fires the three. It's good. Anthony Davis knocks down the three.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
With a drop step. From the painted area, won't go down. It's Cook with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Has a chance. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To Beverly. Lets it fly from long range, and the rebound taken down by the Lakers. Caldwell-Pope to Davis. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine, and you call it a day.
Paul George to Beverly. George. Whoa! What a finish! Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. James. To Caldwell-Pope. Over to the right side. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Paul George to Harkless. Nothing going here on that drive. George, I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Davis, and he buries it.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.